Too bad I can't get this on wider. This is almost perfect like this. Man, I tell you what, who I like in Wing Chun is Sifu Sergio. Boy, that guy is slick. He's smooth with his Wing Chun, but he does a lot of other stuff too. He does a lot of Chinese martial arts. There's a lot of really good Wing Chun. That Kevin kid too, little Asian kid. Him and his whatever his teacher's name is, I thought they were pretty good. I'm not a Wing Chun guy, but I'm more and more, as I'm getting older, I'm more and more getting into Wing Chun, Tai Chi, and more of the internal martial arts, just because I'm fucking old and can't fucking do the hard shit as much anymore. And I'm really freaking enjoy it too. Tai Chi is cool. Tai Chi is cool if you know how to fight. If you don't know how to fight and you think that you're just going to learn Tai Chi and it's going to turn you into some kind of Superman, you're going to get your ass kicked. If you know how to fight, Tai Chi is cool. Just like Aikido is cool too. But you got to know how to fight. Fucking fight. You know, if you're really good at like judo and kickboxing and you know Aikido too, Aikido works. People say it doesn't, but I think they're wrong because I've used it. But I know how to fight though. I pop someone good and spin them around and fucking put them on their ass, you know? I mean, shit, dude. You know, it's that simple. You kick them in the balls or something first. Whatever, smack their nuts, grab their nuts, just touch it. Touch them and you'll be able to get them to do something. And that's it. And once you're in motion, you just fucking yank them. Yank them hard, throw them on the ground, punch them and kick them a couple times, and that's it. Aikido's cool. But you got to know how to punch and kick, and you got to know how to wrestle good too. You got to know how to do judo. Aikido really works good. I found the guys that really liked it were guys that were really fucking good wrestlers. And then I kind of get that. And then they start doing the movements and shit, and then they start putting their wrestling to it, and it's like, holy shit. You know, it's like it opens your eye. It does. It's kind of weird. But Aikido is really soft, though. It's a really super, super soft form of grappling. And it looks like bullshit when you see it done. And it kind of is. It really, how it's practiced is definitely bullshit. But how it comes off in reality sometimes really isn't all that bullshit. You know, I mean, it don't come off like no pretty fucking dance where somebody's tumbling through the air and twisting. But how it comes off is you step out of the way and the other person falls on the ground. You kick him in the face. You know, I mean, that's how I've used it. You know, don't kick people in the face when they're on the ground. You'll get in a lot of trouble for that. But reality, that's what happens with it. You know, because Aikido is a cool art because it's so based in the Japanese sword that you're always trying to not get cut in half. And so it's someone that is really, really freaking good at it is awfully hard to do much to. And they're good at grappling too because it's a grappling art. But like I said, it's just a super, super soft form of jujitsu is all it is. And anyone that's in the BJJ, if you're an old dude, been doing BJJ for a while and you'd like it, maybe you're getting bored, give Aikido a try. Give it a try. Fuck it. Be open-minded. You already know all your BJJ stuff and you're already good at it, and maybe you're getting bored and want to learn another, Japanese type, jujitsu type. Give it a try. Give Aiki Jiu-Jitsu a try. And if you really want to learn some cool shit, give Daituru a try. You'll really like that, especially if you got a warrior mindset, like if you've been in the service or something, or you'll like Daituru. It's cool. And I used to always knock the traditional martial arts when I was young. I thought they were stupid. Now, as I got older, I'm like, oh man, there's something to this stuff here, And I'm like, I read all the old stories and shit, because when I was young, I didn't give a shit about reading. I wanted to fight. I wanted to get it on. I wanted to spar. I wanted to kick ass and shit all the time. I wanted to work out. And, I'd read some about stuff, in the wintertime when you're, but as I got older, I studied more and more about this stuff, and I'm like, man, I'll tell you what, the dudes back in the day, fucking badasses, man. They're scary ass badasses. They're far badder than what I'll ever be. I mean, like very few people really get, like guys that go in like Navy SEALs and Navy Range, or not Navy Range, but like the Rangers. They get real. Them guys get like badass, like Miyamoto Musashi. When an average construction guy worker like me, I'm never gonna be to that level of badass, even though I'd like to be. But I'm not. It's not gonna happen, especially now that I'm old and sick. But I still can try to be as much as I can be. I can still try and work hard as I can. That's what I do. Try to be as strong as what I can be. I might never be no Miyamoto Musashi or no as strong as someone that's like a Navy SEAL, because I look up to them dudes, man. I wish I could have gotten through that shit. I never was that athletic. I was sickly all my life and really struggled just to do the little bit of martial arts I did do. And it was, I made it this long, so, what the fuck. I did all right. I survived. That's what matters. To me, anyhow. But I always like them guys. I listen to like that Jocko dude. He's cool. And that other dude too, 7 and 9 dude. He's cool too. What was that other guy, man? We had a guy that tells the stories. Now, all them guys, when I listen to them guys talking, they all seem like really cool guys, all the ones that I talk, and they seem to want to try to help people. And that's something that I've seen in a lot of the different, people that are like SEALs and that are badass dudes. And these dudes are badasses, man. They'd rip your fucking head off. I mean, but they're cool. They try to help people, That's what you should do. If you're a badass dude, like you're a good fighter or something, or whatever, if you're a good athlete, whatever, you should try to help people. You shouldn't always just walk all over people and use them like a stepping stone. You should try to help, You know, like other people, like maybe they're interested in the same thing you are, and you got experience. Well, yeah, you should help them to get better, help them to become better than you are. I think, you know, and a lot of times it ends up bad. Sometimes you'll teach a student and they'll turn out bad and they'll go against you. But you know, man, that's just a chance you take. You know, I think you should help people and help them become better, and you know, try to steer them in the right direction, you know, so they don't get in trouble. Because you get in a lot of trouble in martial arts. You know, especially one like mine that, you know, I deal with a lot of knives and, you know, like stuff that, you know, if you really had to defend yourself, you really have to deal with, you know. And, hey, you can get in a hell of a lot of trouble with it, man. I've known a few, I've been some people I've known that fucking got locked up and shit for, you know, they got into fights and stuff and they just fucked the other fucking dude up, man. Other dude didn't have a chance, you know, and they locked him up for it, you know. But the other person did come at him, did attack them, did, you know. I think they just look at some places where the prosecutor looks at, well, there's nothing wrong with you, but this guy's fucking head is caved in. You know, was that necessary to do that? You know, I think that's the way they look at it. But in reality, too, you know, you could look at it and say the other guy's really bad for, you know, the trained guy is bad for doing that to an untrained person. Well, what do you really know about the other person that is out there that might be crazy enough to attack you or start something? You know, someone's talking shit to you and acting all crazy, like say some crazy homeless person coming up to you or something. You know, hey man, come on, be cool, and the dude's fucking aggressive as fuck. What if he's got like a fucking knife or something, or got something in his hand? Maybe you can't really tell what it is, but you see something, and he's going like this and being freaky and just crazy and shit because he's methed out. And he's up and on and won't leave you. Like that guy that got fucking knifed. I think it was in New York. Him and his girl were out. And he got knifed by some dude. And the dude was crazy ass weirdo acting and shit. Oh man, that must have been terrible. And that, some people just filmed dude dying. The dude didn't even register that. You're dead, dude. Dude just poked holes in you. You're leaking. You're not going to get to the doctor in time, man, for them to plug you up. I mean, maybe if your old lady would have fucking cut down on the ground and put her fucking fingers in the holes, which were a lot of them, and maybe she could have plugged in an ambulance. We could have got there. Maybe it would have saved him, but you know, I mean, if someone's really freaky and coming at me, and I feel scared, and I don't know what's in there. Hey man, why don't you hang back, man? You know, hey man, be cool, man. You know, hey, what's up? You know, I don't even want the motherfucker around me coming close to me. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. It fucking sucks to live in a world like that, but you know, this shit just happened to that poor person. You know, I mean, could you imagine being that woman? You know, watching that happen to, you know, I think it was her husband or boyfriend or something. You know, just watching that happen to him, and probably not registering with him at first how fucking horribly injured he was, how horribly injured that other person that stabbed him hurt him. You know, because it don't seem like it much, and then keel over and die because he got holes in his heart. You know, I mean, I don't know. You know, it's terrible. I mean, it's terrible to think to it might be necessary to crack somebody like that. And I'd almost rather crack somebody like that and hit them in the head and have them fucked up and laying on the ground than I would have holes poked in me and my old lady watching me die. And helpless, nobody can do anything about it. Now maybe I might go into jail for hurting that guy. I don't know if I will or not. But even if I did go to jail, I'd still be alive. I don't know. These are hard things to, they're things that martial artists need to talk about. I think more, you know. I mean, it seems pretty simple to me, I mean, I just crack them. Screw it. If I get in trouble with it, I've been in jail before. It sucks, but, hey, at least you survive in there. Whereas if someone poked holes in you, it's, even if you do survive, it could do brain damage. It could be really bad for you, especially if you're an older person and you don't have good health to begin with. So I don't know. I don't know why like some of the prosecutors do that, because they don't think that, hey man, you don't know enough. What's this going on and blah blah blah. I suppose there has to be a lot of context in it too. Like say it's at a bar or something and this guy's drinking and this something like that happened. Maybe that would probably weigh in it, versus if a guy and his gal are walking home from the movie theater and some meth head jumps out that's psychotic and he's got a knife and the guy crushes the dude's head and the dude dies. And I think I think depends where you're at. I think where I live in Ohio, I think a prosecutor might be, I think you could prove self-defense within a scenario like that, versus where you're at the bar and two idiot rednecks fucking fighting over God knows what, and one cracks the other one upside the head and one falls down, hits his head and dies. You pretty much got manslaughter there in that scenario, I would think. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a prosecutor or anything like that, but I do think about shit like this. And I urge other martial artists to think about it too, to learn. What might they do? What can you legally do and what can you legally not do? I think the one scenario with the guy and the gal walking home and methed out crackhead jumps out fucking with them, I think that dude can, crack the dude upside the head with something and say, hey man, that was self-defense, man. I think that's plain, in my opinion. If I was, say, on that jury, I say, yeah, that dude's cool. He wasn't trying to start, he's just walking home with his gal. But now if I was on a jury with the other ones, and maybe the other scenario, the two rednecks at the bar and they're out in the parking lot arguing, one cracks the other one, hits the other one, and then he falls down, hits his head and dies. Yeah, they probably got a manslaughter on that. They're probably gonna get that dude. Man, he may not have been intentionally trying to kill the dude, but what he did resulted in the person's death. Even though he did, the dude's going to go to jail for it, prison for it, So I know some shit like that happened to a dude. One of my buddies knifed another dude. Well, he knifed one of them. It was two dudes jumped him. And they kicked the fucking shit out of him, man. I haven't heard that they had a club on him. Well, he knifed one of them. And he ended up beating the thing on self-defense. But I think reason he did is because I think they charged him with murder one. That he intentionally wanted to do that. And that wasn't his case. He was fighting for his life, trying to run away. And the dudes were chasing him down, trying to beat the hell out of him. So he beat it. Now, if they would have went after him with a lesser charge of manslaughter, they probably would have got him, Because it's, he wasn't trying to kill the dude, but that's a prosecutor fucked up. They would have got him on manslaughter. But they got overzealous and went for the murder and shit like that. Even though I think it was murder one they tried going after him for. I think it was. That's been fucking so long ago. God, I was just a kid when that happened. But I know other cases too. Now, shit, I'm running out of time on here. I didn't even do much of a damn exercise video. I was just talking bullshit the whole time. about this crap. I was supposed to do this for 10 minutes. My phone's running out of space on it. I'm gonna have to fucking upload this and then fucking store some of this shit or delete it. Alright. See ya. Peace. Behave. World.